Another organization using sports to try to make a difference for those with disabilities is the Special Olympics.
The organization provides training to over 5 million athletes from 172 countries.
Here in Massachusetts, the Special Olympics plays a big role for those with disabilities.
Indeed, there are over 13,000 athletes competing in nearly 500 events a year. Across the state, there are 172 programs.
And Whitman, or the Panthers as they call themselves after the local high school, is one of those programs.
The Panthers practice once a week, and we went down to one of their practices. Take a look.
And that gentleman on the right, that's George Coffey. He runs Whitman's Special Olympics.
He's been involved in the program as a coach and volunteer for 2 decades.
And he explains how important coaching is for these athletes.
Coaching is very, very important in the Special Olympics because you have athletes that, because of certain issues, they sometimes have trouble remembering instructions. And we do the basics. At every sport, we do the basics, as you saw here. Passing, backing up, something as simple as backing up on defense and passing off to someone. We drill it over and over and over again. And I'll tell you something about Special Olympics. All the coaches have to be certified in their sport, and we're all trained in how to deal with Special Olympic athletes. Now, I coach youth soccer. Kids that don't have disabilities. There's absolutely no training requirements. None. No type of certification. Special Olympics, they're all over us. You have to be first aid certified, have to be CPR certified, concussion protocols. The program is great. It's an absolutely fantastic program. What we do is, what would you like to be able to do? Okay. Now let's find out what we have to help you learn to do. It's unbelievable the feeling you get out of doing it.
And it's really because of volunteers like George that the Special Olympics is what it is.
Certainly, George is one of nearly 13,000 who volunteer their time for the Special Olympics right here in the Bay State.
From coaching to fundraising, the volunteers do it all.
And fundraisers are very important for the Special Olympics.
Our reporter Kayla LaRosa was at a Special Olympics fundraiser and has more on their purpose.
I love basketball.
What part is your favorite?
Making 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's what I thought you would say.
Lynn basketball player Michael Joyce and coach Stephen Basden are a dynamic duo. And they're here for Special Olympics March Madness.
We're very appreciative of being able to have another opportunity to play, especially in a building like this with this much energy.
This Special Spirit basketball game is held at Northeastern University. Each year, 2 local Special Olympics teams get a D1 experience, complete with hundreds of fans, cheerleaders, and an interactive halftime show. The game is also a fundraiser for local Special Olympics teams like Michael's.
All the money that was raised here today, selling t-shirts, food, raffle tickets, and our GoFundMe all go back to the Special Olympics teams that participated here today. In the past, the teams have bought personalized shoes, they bought new uniforms.
This is something the athletes, they talk about throughout the year, and just this is one of the highlights of their years, and just anything like anyone could do to help, as simple as it is, just sitting at a basketball game is incredible.
Now the game may be over, but to support these teams, you can either go online and donate or come out to future events. Reporting at Northeastern University for WEBN News, I'm Kayla LaRosa.
That certainly seemed like a blast, John, and a pretty good game.
It sure did, Juliana. They looked like they were pros out there. It is really that easy to get involved in the Special Olympics.
And fundraisers like those really do play a large part in helping Massachusetts Special Olympics, accounting for nearly 47% of the organization's support.
Events account for nearly 45% of the support, with grants equaling about 8%.